Trap, trap. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say I didn't. I understood what people were saying about the movie, but like if you let it breathe, I liked it. Like I thought it was cool. Like I watch it again. I haven't been missing really missing what movies I watch. 9 times out of 10, every movie I pick is gonna be good basically. But Trap, um, I seen this dude right here. I seen him before. I just don't know what other movies I seen him in. But apparently he was getting some I don't know, whatever. But Trap is good a movie for me. I ain't gonna lie. I jig with it. I'm just ready to get right into the spoilers because I was seeing so much hate on this mug, and I'm like, why hate? Anywho, so basically, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, let me get this out the way because I went to the movies and literally because I get there, I talked to the dude because he gave me my ticket, and I'm like, he was like, I always sneak food in the movie, so I was ready to go back and get it. I just thought I didn't have time to do that, but he was like, oh, 11 minutes still in previews. Don't worry about it. Go do what you gotta do. I said, all right, bet. I come back in the movie. The movie is playing. I don't know how much I missed. I guarantee I missed like 5 minutes of the movie, and I'm sick. I almost sued. But anywho, Hazley start from what I've seen. I don't know first past the first 5 minutes. Dad takes the daughter to a concert. Forgot what special occasion it is. I don't know. She just took her to a concert, and the concert, as the movie progresses, you see cops is just starting to really FBI, everybody starting to flood the stadium, and they looking for somebody. Eventually, as the movie progresses, also you see that this dude here, the main character, basically the main character, he starts showing some red flags. Like you, oh, you what they looking for, mother? You what they looking for, G. So he did like when he did that. A whenever he pushed the girl all down the stairs, I said, "Oh yeah, you a criminal. You a criminal." But he pushed a girl that was like drunk or something, or just not under, just whatever she was going through. But he pushed her down the stairs, and then everybody was like, "Oh my god, what happened to her?" And he over there was doing his little side quest, whatever. But as the movie progresses, you just see he's really like that. He's really cut from a different cloth. He's evil, and he ain't trying to get caught by the FBI and all this. And eventually, you see, as the FBI start flooding more and more, that profiler comes in. There's a profile old lady that comes in. Boy, I'm talking about, she was not playing no games up in that stadium. She said, we locking this down. I know exactly how this mug think. I know exactly what he's gonna do. Let me handle this. Follow my instructions. And in the mix of this dude is trying to get out with his daughter. The daughter's over there pissed at the concert because he keeps doing side things, leaving and all that, but he's trying to plot his escape. He's literally trying to get up out of there because he's just like, hell no, I ain't going to jail. I ain't going to jail. So, in the mix of him trying to get out, he comes across little things basically that stops him from being able to get out. So eventually, but keep in mind also, as he's trying to get out, the profiler is literally calling his every move. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling for dude in the movie. I'm like, cause they act like they know you. She act like she really know you. She calling his steps one by one. He was ready to pull the fire alarm for a scene. He was ready to pull that bit. Soon as he was about to pull it, lady got on the microphone because he stole somebody's he stole a cop's walkie-talkie. He put that mug in. She said he might cause a scene. He might just pull a fire alarm or something extravagant to get up out of here. I was like, oh yeah, she got it. She know this dude every card. I'm like, hey, she gotta go. He said it sounds like some Death Note knockoff. I don't know how it sounds like Death Note. How does it sound like Death Note? Anywho, but so basically, boom, he just trying to figure it out. So eventually, the movie's not that long. So eventually, what he does is the singer. There, I see the plot holes. I'm gonna explain that in a second. He sees the singer, cause the FBI knowing this every move. Yeah, you gotta keep listening. So the singer at the concert, he literally talked his way in getting like backstage, like his daughter performing with her and all that would do. Just he got lucky, literally. So he basically got off by saying, oh, she suffered from cancer and all this would made up a lie. Basically, she didn't really suffer from nothing, just to get back there. And I ain't gonna lie, the way he dodges, cause this dude is a master narcissist, so whatever you want to call it. This dude just knows how to impersonate a human and not feel a thing. But Anywho, daughter performing with the singer. Eventually, eventually comes down to it. He's like, hey, like since he's backstage, he's like, yo, can we just leave out the back? Like, can we just get up out here? Keep in mind, they on the hunt and they locking it down closer and closer to getting to him. So he's trying to figure out ways out. So he's like, can we come out the back? She's like, yeah, for sure. There should be no issue. Woo, woo. So it was right, get out the back. Boom. Master manipulator, literally master manipulator. So they ready to get out the back. Boom. Cops is at the thing, and they was right like they was like, oh, we ain't, you feel me? Something he figured out something I forgot. He figured out something. It was still on lockdown. So what he do? Look, he ran out of moves. The profiler was right. He ran out of moves. Like he's freestyling because he's freestyling all these moves off the top of his head. But anywho, so he came to his final move. He basically goes into the singer's room, like where she likes, like, you know, gets ready and all that would do. She goes in there and he dropped the script. He was just like, boy, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know he was ready to drop the script like this. He was just like, started clapping his hands low key. He was just like that. Then he said something about some carbon dioxide or the body's gonna die. And she's like, what? And I'm even in the movie, he's like, bro, what? What is you talking about? I was like, you ready to drop the script right now? Then he pulls out his phone because he was watching a live feed. Earlier in the movie, you know he's the criminal because he was watching a live feed of somebody locked up. But he pulls out the phone, boom, puts it in front of her face. Hey, you're ready, get us out of here. You're what I'm looking for. He dropped the script. He said, I know y'all looking for me. Y'all doing very good job. Woo, woo, woo. He's like, all right, but now it's you ready, get me out of here. So basically, he told the singer, he's like, yo, you ready to take me and my daughter in your limo. You ready to escort us out, or he's ready to die, basically. So she was stuck in a predicament. She helped him. They got up out of there in the limo, got out safe and sound. So you thinking, like, I ain't gonna lie, and I like the movie because it did, like, make me a little bit like, oh, what's ready to happen next? But they get out of the mug. He was planning on just getting out at the corner or something like that and then just going about his life. The singer was on it. She didn't let him, like, move like that. She said, oh, let's go to your house, because she started figuring out the daughter wasn't a part of none of this, basically. So he was like, let's go to your house. And you can tell he's like, what you plotting on? Like, basically, woo, woo. So eventually, because the daughter was so excited, oh my God, yes, we can do it. Let's woo, woo. They go to the house. Go to the house. Now she know where he lived. That's the one thing, basically. Woo, woo. Know she lived. So eventually she talks her way into it. Woo, woo. She talks her way in, eating and all this. Woo, woo, woo. She's trying to figure out how to save the dude and everything, basically. So eventually he was trying to she started hinting things, basically. Just started doing little stuff that this dude wasn't feeling. He was like, oh no, you gotta go. Eventually he was like, time for you to go, because it seemed like you're trying to spill the beans, basically. So as she was ready to get out, she said, oh no, I'm ready to go to the bath. I'm ready to go play on the piano. Played on the piano, took the little girl's phone for just to take it. And then eventually, like, oh, can we take a picture or something like that? And she was like, oh, because the dude, the crazy dude had his phone. He was acting like he was recording, but in all reality, if she tried anything, he was ready to press the button to get that dude killed. So he hurried up and grabbed his phone and was like, because they was looking for a picture. He was like, oh, let's use your dad's phone. Took it, and he was like, oh, basically, he was trying to get the phone. She went in the bathroom, locked the door, and that's when she went on TikTok Live or whatever social media, and basically got people to find out where this person was hidden at, because there was some clues or something like that. And then basically, after that, so eventually the dude got saved. The killer, the butcher, they call him the butcher. He eventually gets in the bathroom, hides his family. He thought he locked the room upstairs. He did that, and he was ready to take the singer and just leave and, like, take her somewhere and hold her captive or whatever the case may be. He was gonna kill the out of her, no cap, because she was ruining all the plans. So basically, he's like, he puts his hand on her shoulder, and he's like, yo, we ready to get up out of this mug. If you do any resistance, no bueno, basically. So they get in the car. She's cuffed a little bit, or no, I don't think she's cuffed or something. I don't know. But she get in the car. You thinking, dang, he's ready to get off. Get in the car. They open up the garage door. The family's right out front, and they blocking the car, so he can't get out of nowhere. So basically, what the profile... This does not sound like Death Note anymore. It never sounded like Death Note, Dinky. But anywho, so they standing outside. The singer girl and the passenger, the dude's freezing up like he's out of move, so he's got to figure out what to do, because he's not ready to run over his family. So she slides out the car door, because the profiler informed the singer about his past, like what he might, like, what he might respond to or whatever. What she has mommy issues basically. So she was talking to him like a mommy. Eventually slid out the car door, got in front with everybody else, and he was trapped basically. Soon as they got out, cops pulled up. Whatever you want to. Whoop whoop! Then they pulled up, squad deep and everything. He acting like nothing's normal. He basically had a tunnel in the thing. I'm gonna just skip. I'm trying to like really make it as fast as possible because it's just like whatever. So he skips the freaking there was a tunnel in his house basically in the cabin. There was like a ladder down. He used that ladder, got up out of there, and they on the hunt for him. Eventually, he finds the singer again, the singer girl. He finds her again and try to get her captive. I'm not ready to go into the details about it, but just know she gets out of it. She gets out of it again, and everything's cool. So eventually, he goes and finds his family. Just know the singer's cool. Eventually, the singer's cool. She's out the mix. The profiler though informed the singer and others about. That's where the plot hole. I'm gonna get into that or whatever, but. The killer, the butcher, he goes back to where his the wife is basically. The kids are separated, but the wife is at a crib by herself because she didn't want no company. She was like, oh, no, I'm good. I don't need no cops and all this. So the dude eventually pulls back up, and he started adding up things, and he's basically like, how did they know to be at this concert? I was gonna be here. Like how because I ain't gonna lie, he did everything right. He was doing everything right, so it's like, where did he slip up? It's basically a mode where you're just trying to figure out where you slipped up. So eventually you figure out I'm very getting to the faults. The wife was basically the lead, the lead of everything. Why? Because the wife caught on to his what he was doing. She didn't know if he was the butcher or not, but she knew he was doing something. She thought it was a fair at a point. She just thought something weird was going on, and she didn't want to believe he was probably the butcher, but whatever. She found a ticket, the stadium ticket, that he left somewhere, and that was the lead. And she called the cops, basically saying she wasn't thinking. She didn't know if they would get him or whatever. She didn't know. She just saw it and called the cops and just said, yo, he could be here. Just letting you know, and that's why they had the lead off basically. So he caught on, and it was like he had so much rage towards her because it was like, you was the one who got me caught up. Like, you could have mind your own business, because he had two lives. He had his family life, his happy life, and his butcher life basically, and he was trying to keep them separated. But the wife caught on, and that was the person who basically got him caught up. He was ready to kill her. But she drugged him with some food because she was like, oh, let's eat a last meal. He ate the meal, and he got drugged from it, basically. He was ready to kill her. He didn't end up killing her. He starts seeing, like, his mom, off the drugs and all that. He goes to the living room. Cops is in there. Tased him. Boom. Sent, like, 3 tasers. He knocked off one of the cops. Picked him up. Body slammed him. He put his thumbs in his eyes. I said, oh, my gosh. I said, imagine being on a job, and that's how you go out. Because he's out of there. He's over here taking shot charges. He's running through them, but eventually he drops. But and the profiler was there too. Profile sent the last taser, knocked him down basically. And it was all set up. Just know this was all set up by the profiler after the lead. I think by the wife. I think the wife just like knew and just like it really was the one who got him caught up. Because the profiler was informing the singer. Like, she just had things set up. It was just all seemed like planned in a sense. Because he still could have got out if he really, like, he still could have got out in a sense. But most of his moves was already locked down, basically, by the profiler and stuff like that. So they lock him up. They get him. And they take him away. Take him in the backseat of the thing. He got OCD. So this is a funny thing. He had OCD. So he took the bike. There was a bike outside, and it was flat on the ground. He said, hold on, y'all, I can't, can I fix this real quick? He picks the bike up, sets it in, and then he goes off after hugging his kids because they come back to the scene, whatever. And then they lock him in the back of a truck. So whenever they lock him in the back of the truck, this is where I think there's going to be a part 2, because he literally freaking... somehow in the mix of that, he took a part, in the wheel, that inside frame, he took one of the little rods off, and then he used that to unlock the cuffs in the back thing. And he's the definition of literally, I'm not going into jail. What are you talking about? So I don't know, might be a part 2 because that's how it ended basically. and that was that. So now the faults of the movie. It is like, so you telling me, are we supposed to like the killer guy? Then I'm confused. No, you're supposed to like, you somewhat. I was feeling for him whenever the profile was just knowing his every move, because I'm just like, I would be pissed too. I'm like, if somebody's just sitting on the microphone calling me, like telling me how I am, what I'm gonna do, how I might act in certain situations, I'm gonna be pissed. You're not supposed to really like him. You just figure it out. He seems like an upstanding family man. No, he is, because the wife of her a long time didn't know nothing. The profile even said it. They said you would have never noticed he was this type of person, like, because he's so good, basically so good at like pretending. The only person who would know about his true nature is like the parent, which was the mom. That was the only person. Everybody else he could fly past it. Anywho though, but the faults, I can see where people's like, so you telling me the wife just literally like basically, I don't like how the wife, like, you didn't see no clues to that. Like, you just get introduced to the end of the movie like, yeah, I seen a ticket and I caught that. You would never guess at all like the wife had anything to do with it, because she was not a character in the movie like that, like at all. You didn't get nothing. And so it's like you have this whole side thing that happened off the movie script. Like, you don't even get to see none of that detail, and then you get revealed to it. So you could never even guess, oh, it was the wife that was probably plotting and got the. It just didn't make no sense with that. I get that if you really get breaking it down. Two, the wife, you telling me that this mug, you gonna call the police to a stadium saying, oh, the butcher might be here, this, but you're not gonna give a name? Like, you kind of figured it was your dude, but you're not gonna give a name? You're just gonna call him just to call him? Like, I get that. And there was one more. It was like, and the singer, it's like, what are the chances a profiler's gonna tell the singer, yo, he's gonna come up to you? Like, so it's like the singer, did the singer just know you was gonna be the one chosen eventually? Like, he was gonna go to you? Because the singer, that girl, by the way, Russ was in the movie and Kid Cudi, but the singer kind of already knew what to do also. Like, in the part when they was in the garage in the car trapped with him, she was talking to him like his mom, like she was informed, this is what you do if he gets it. I'm like, so the singer was informed? Like, those are the three little major like plot holes I seen that, like, if you really come down to it, it's just like, what? Like, y'all just really just said, all right, we're not really gonna answer none of these questions about, the plot or anything. We're just gonna try to make it, well, keep up with this basically, and hopefully they don't question about it later. That's what I got from it. But overall, like, if you let it breathe though, you just really chill. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you just chilling with people or whatever the case may be. No, it's cool to watch. It's just something to really pass time. So me, I give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 6.5 out of 10, honestly. But one of the two. Movie straight though. I'll watch it again.